I saw that you recently performed a wedding during a show in Cleveland. Was that an unusual thing to have done in the middle of a show?
Yeah, it's kind of a new thing that it's an idea our management came up with actually, and it's because of a song called "Marry Me" that we have. And when we would play that live, we noticed a lot of people were starting to propose in the audience. And, there'd be these little clumps of people, like, circling a guy on his knee, and then they'd all applaud, and it was really cool. And then people started asking if they could do it on stage, so we had people a few times propose on stage, and then our management suggested that we take it one step further and that I get ordained and start marrying people. And so I was totally into it, and then, the next thing I know, they have this paperwork, and they're like, congratulations, and then we started doing it, and it's been really cool. It took a little while for me to figure out how to do it properly, like what the best way to do it would be in front of 6,000 people, like marry someone. And then I think this last time I did it in Cleveland, it finally felt like I figured out how to do it, and it was really great. The thing that's the right thing to do is to sit with the couple and get to know their story a little bit. And then I did this with this couple in Cleveland. They had like this, a charming story of college and how they met their first week of college, but only started dating on their fourth year of college. Mm-hmm. And then they've been together ever since, and now they're getting married. And when I told that story to the audience, then they started like being sort of involved with this couple, and then really enjoyed the wedding. When I first did it, I didn't say anything about the couple, and the audience just seemed to like not be invested at all in this couple's relationship. So I think that's what really helped.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the new album. So it's kind of a concept album, I gather. Can you talk a little bit about the themes of the album, what it's about?
Yeah, it sort of became somewhat of a concept album as we were working on it, the more we worked on it. And we just, since our hiatus, our 3-year break that we took, one of the things we wanted to really start to cultivate is the fact that we're a San Francisco band. And we're really proud of that. And developing as a band in that city was really an amazing experience that we're all really lucky we had, and we have great friends there and everything. So we wanted to kind of reinvigorate that idea and start using that as that's who we are, that's our identity. And started it with the Sydney San Francisco record, and then decided to continue it with this record with California 37, which is a highway in Northern California, like north of San Francisco, up in Marin County. Actually, it's in Sonoma County. And it's just a road that we used a lot, and we wrote a lot of our songs up there and practiced a lot up there in Marin County, and then we'd take that road over to Napa or over to Lake Tahoe to play gigs, and it's just kind of a memorable road for us. And then the songs are just a continuation from the last record. They're just more San Francisco-based songs, like, stories about San Francisco or just San Francisco imagery, but it kind of all is based around Pat and his wife, really, like his love for his wife. That's pretty much what the last 2 records have been about.
And since coming back from that hiatus, it seems like the band, sort of really came back, stronger than ever. So was that sort of key, the separation, to, kind of rebooting the creative connection, or?
Well, when we separated, there was no plan to get back together. I mean, for all we knew, we were breaking up at that point. Mm-hmm. And it was a very sad time for us. It was really dark. And but after 3 years of being apart, we just realized we really did want to be together, and that this is rare and precious, and we were really lucky to have this. And I wonder if we could get it back. That's kind of where we were. We were like, I wonder if we could get back together and do it again, and so I think just appreciating this career and appreciating each other and respecting each other is what came out of that 3-year break. and knowing that we needed each other in order to do this stuff. And then with that attitude, I think that's when we started making our best records and just really decided to put, 1,000% into this work. And just positive people started coming into our lives, and the right decisions started getting made, and everything started working for us. So we're pretty lucky. We didn't even know if the world would be interested in Train anymore. And so the fact that they were, to this extent is really mind-blowing to us.
Then when you go on the road, you have the core of the three of you, and then you expand. So what's that like to sort of bring in different people? Is that, does it seem a little funny at first? Does it get used to having different players, or is it, what's that experience like?
That's been great, actually. It's been really cool. Especially, our bass player and keyboardist, they've been with us for about 5 years. So we're really tight with them, and in fact, the songs we record now, they record with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just hired 2 female singers, like for background vocals, and they're just amazing. Like these sort of like soulful, just badass singers, and we love what they've added to the band. And then we've added a trumpeter or trumpeter, and he's amazing. His name is Brian, and we needed him for a bunch of parts, and so the band's just getting kind of bigger, and so the shows are just way better. In fact, our old bass player, the original bass player of the band, saw our show last night, and he's like, I can't believe how good you guys are now. So we're really proud of our show right now.
And then you're also, I gather, going to take some time off then after this run of shows, or there's like a hiatus coming up. Is that important to sort of take a break and going through?
I think the plan is we're going to do this for about another year on this record.
I think
because the new song is 50 Ways, and
right.
That song is actually starting to take off. So
right.
When you see a song take off, you're like, hey, that's sweet, but then you're also like, fuck, we have to work for another year, But at the end of this record cycle, we're definitely going to take a break, and I know our record company's probably going to put pressure on us not to, but we're fucking gonna. So.
You think it's just necessary just to kind of recharge or whatever?
We have to take a break. We've been on the road for over 4 years straight, and I don't know. I need to be a human being again for just a couple months at least. Like be a dad and take my kids to school and be a part of their lives and know their friends and have friends. When you do this, when you're out here long enough, you just start to lose touch with your friends and people back home, and so you need all of that stuff.